What up everybody, filmmakers, content creators, Justin Romeyn here again, coming at you with vlog 4 of 7 of the vlog challenge. We just got done wrapping up a shoot here at Lakewood Brewery in Garland, Texas, and I'm here with Wim right now, who is the owner and founder, correct? Yep. So tell me a little bit about Lakewood Brewery and kind of how you got started with it.
Lakewood Brewing is we're a family-owned company, so there's that. We're independent, we're local. And we started our little brewery in East Dallas. The concept for the brewery actually started in my garage. We were home brewers with a passion, and then we got some schooling and put a business plan together and opened up Lakewood Brewing Company. We moved next door, in the building next door, in 2012. We added this building on a couple of years later and have been producing high quality, consistent, fun beers for the DFW area mainly, and other parts of Texas since 2012.
That's awesome. So we just did a lot of B-roll of it's a food loves lager thing, to where their lager beer actually pairs well with all kinds of foods. So that's what we were doing, lots of B-roll. So that's what this vlog is about, how I shoot my cinematic B-roll. And there's Ryan. All right, and right here we have Ryan with Lakewood Brewery. He is the creative director, fairly new on the job, right?
Fairly new.
Yeah, what do you like about it?
May 26th. So, creative director in general, I like the idea that you get to learn a lot of new things. So I've worked coming up through my career on everything from diapers to sneakers to carbonated beverages that aren't beer, and beer is, why wouldn't you want to work on beer? And so you get to learn all about new things and learn different ways of doing things, and you get to, basically color and draw and make videos for a living. So you can't beat that.
Pretty much what everybody that's watching this video and my YouTube channel is about, filmmaking, documenting the journey. Yeah, thanks Ryan for being awesome and content creating.
All right, thank you.
What's up y'all? So now I want to talk about my cinematic B-roll techniques that I use personally on the Zhiyun Crane V2, and now my A cam is the Sony a7 III. But before I get into everything, I want to start off by saying that there's no right or wrong way to do this. Yes, Peter Mckinnon changed the game by doing his B-roll and all that, but that's not the only way to do B-roll. There's tons of different variations and things that you can do and adjust, and that's what I want to talk about in this video. So I'm basically going to go over my techniques that I use. There's tons of different techniques out there, but I just want to go over the basic principles of B-roll, and you can take it or leave it. Even if you take one thing away from this vlog, I will be happy. It definitely helps to watch other people. I'm not saying you shouldn't watch Peter Mckinnon or Cody Weiner or any of those people that are awesome at making videos, but watch their content, get inspiration from them, learn a few things, and then apply that to your own style. Now that does take time. You're going to develop your style over years and years of doing it. I don't even have my style fully developed yet, so that part is going to take time. But watch YouTube videos, watch tutorials, get inspiration, stay motivated, and take what you can, leave what you don't want. All right. So I can't decide if I want to leave these on or take them off. So my first tip when it comes to shooting B-roll is direction and movement. Think about it. Whenever you're shooting something, you're gonna have some type of direction in that shot and some type of movement. Now by direction, what I mean is the angle at which you shoot it, the direction. So if you think about an object, say you're shooting a tree or a person, you can go high, you can go low, you can go from the right, from the left, you can go down and look up, you can go up and look down. There's tons of different variations that you can do when it comes to direction and movement. It goes something like this. So as you can see from that, I went left, I went right, I went down, I went up. You can even go down to up, swoop. You can punch in, you can punch out. There's tons of different things you could do. But along that same note, if you use my tip number 2, which is framing and composition, basically saying, all right, where are things positioned in the frame? What are you including? Is there an object that's close up with your subject in the background? Is the close-up object your subject? Positioning things in the composition that are a part of the rule of thirds, but then also show somewhat of a depth of field can really just add to your B-roll quality. Like this, check this out. Basically, you want to add something in like the foreground or the background that adds a little bit extra to your shot. Like you saw me do that fence move. I had the fence to where that revealed the tree. But that brings me to my next tip, and that's lighting. You could see my shadow in that, so that's probably not the best place to film that, but you get the point. Lighting is one of the biggest factors that makes for awesome B-roll. It can just make your subject stand out, and when dealing with natural light, you really have to know how to work that natural light to where you're not blowing things out, but also things aren't too dark. That tip alone can easily take your footage from looking very amateur to super professional. For example, this shot right here I'm about to get. It's kind of a cool, the sun's over there, the weeds are right here. It's like looking super cool, but I know that if I face too much into the sun, it may blow things out a little bit. So I'm gonna try to shoot slightly away from the sun, but then I also don't wanna shoot on the other side where the weeds are looking all blown out and you got this as the background. Background into a field, and with the sun coming through and hitting these weeds, that I know is what's gonna make it look the best and most cinematic. So when shooting cinematic B-roll with a gimbal, I do alternate between using the gimbal like this and using the gimbal like this. If it's easier to do it this way, then do it this way. It's easier to flip it around and get the shot that you're trying to get like this, then do it like that. That is what I love about filming with gimbals though, is it gives you so much versatility when shooting B-roll, and it saves you a lot of time in post-production. Yes, I can film handheld and it looks semi-smooth, especially with in-body stabilization, but man, throwing a gimbal on there, I just love B-roll. This is awesome. So on the topic of framing and composition, that's also where I would include lens choice. Playing around with different focal lengths can add a whole nother dimension to your actual B-roll and storytelling and all that. But again, it's up to you. If you just want to use a wide angle lens or you just want to use a 50mm lens, you can do that. Just know that changing up your focal lengths will help tell your story in a better way.